So I'm just going to show the slides first, okay, before I attempt to demo on how we do the quizzes. Okay. 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 This will be slightly longer. I'm trying to see whether we can finish in 1 hour, but if it's not, it's just gonna run slightly few more minutes after that. Okay. Okay, this is just the basic housekeeping rules. Okay, and okay, so we'll start off with how to create the quiz, then how to create the session, the quiz library. Okay. If you have plenty of questions, we can do that in the notepad and convert it to CSV file. Okay, and then we can, I'm showing you how to import the question from the library. Okay, and how to create the question using the quiz interface. That is also possible. Okay, just gonna stop this. I'm using my sandbox anyways. So normally how to set the quiz. Okay, let me sign in again. I've been locked out for a while. Okay. So if you do not have any existing quiz available, you need to start doing a new quiz. Okay. Let's call this Thursday quiz. Okay. And then the point is from left to right. That is usually what I do, but except for the questions. So start date will be maybe today, and maybe start at 3. Okay. And it will be also today. It ends at the end of the day. So to make it easy, normally we would check the availability on the calendar so that it reminds the student when the quiz ends. It will prompt them on the course calendar. Okay. And normally for selected people, I will put release condition. But for those people who are attempting outside of these dates that I've set, I will go to manage special access, and normally do not use the second option, because if you use the second option, only those people with that access can see the quiz. Okay, so I will only recommend using the first option and click on add special user access. Like I said, if we have any potential student who has issues doing the quiz at this date, you can actually click on special access and give them the access. Let's say this one, say 1 week from now. Okay, so let's say I don't want that. I want for tomorrow, because the quiz ends tomorrow, so we can say it's due and probably start tomorrow. Oh, sorry. Start date is tomorrow. Begins so at midnight and ends tomorrow by end of the day. Okay. Okay. So most people that I know and how I train things is that I ask them to set the end date and the due date to be the same. But I do notice for some SPA courses, the due date is, let's say, it can be earlier. Let's say I can set this to have an end date on Saturday at, at the end of the day, but the due date would be 13, let's say as of tomorrow. But the quiz will still run until 14th of June. Okay. The only thing it does that it will say that it will indicate somehow to the system that the student submitted the quiz after the due date. So it will track down the date that the student submit and compare is with the due date, and it will notify saying that it has the student has already surpassed the due date, although it's not the end date. It's still okay. Okay. So again, I think for all of you who attended the first session, if uh, you notice, I have a demo account in your course. So this is my own demo account. So you can actually tag the student. So if the student did miss out the date today, the student can still attempt this extension date by tomorrow and the day after. Okay. So that is still possible. So going down, we set the time limit. It's up to you. Sometimes some people set 60 minutes, like an hour. Some people set 45 minutes. Some people set uh, 30 minutes. Okay. And this is all more on the interface itself, whether you want to show all questions in one go or want to break it up per page. Okay. And you can also prevent them from going to the previous page. Okay. So there is a option here for shuffling. So when I show you later, we can shuffle within the library, but this one is shuffling within the quiz itself. So actually what it does, the system does, is if you shuffle here is two time shuffling of the the questions. Okay. So you can check on here, or you don't want to check is also fine, because the first shuffling is done under the questions. Okay. And you can set all this to your preference. Okay. And normally attempts, we only allow one attempt for the final quiz for courses mostly in SPA. But for the other courses, I think maximum I've seen 3 to 4 attempts allowed, and it will only calculate the highest attempt. Okay. And you can also select if they want a new attempt. They can still keep the correct questions attempt as the score as it is, and do the incorrect questions. Okay. But I think for clarity, uh, normally do not try to, I don't recommend that we try this. Okay. Okay. And you can also be notified by email. Okay. You can put your personal email, your personal WU account here. And so this, okay. So this is grayed out because there are no points here. So normally uh we just add to gradebook, and we put everything per 100% so that it's easier. The system will auto calculate when it goes to the back end. Okay. And for continuous assessment, we normally show the grade except for quiz. Final quiz, we will check this thing off so that we don't show student the final grade. Okay. So this one is also optional, up to you. Some people will show all questions with all correct answers to let the student know. Some people chose to let the student see only the incorrect question and the correct answer so that they will learn. So it's up to you. Okay. Okay. So after the right side has been set, and close it. Okay. So we have began to set up the quiz shell. So you do is you close this. So normally you will be here. Okay. It's still hidden. Then what we need now is to make sure our questions get placed inside the quiz, because right now it's just an empty quiz shell. Okay. So let's get something out of the way. You can also create questions using the interface. Okay. So this one doesn't need the CSV. It just needs you to copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste multiple times. And the benefit of doing this style is that you can randomize your answer, the order of the answer. Okay. So this is possible in any questions placed here. Okay. So normally I don't see much variations of questions except for multiple choice. So normally the question will have a question pool anyway. But you can also, if you don't want to use the CSV, you can also do that. Okay. Okay. This is the course shell. And normally if you have a lot of questions, I will share with you this sample file. This is the format for the quiz. You can see here the correct answer. It has an asterisk prefix here for the right answer. Okay, and then we have a few types here. We have true and false also. I've seen true and false for digit courses. But from window. But if you want to see the full sample, it is located here. Let's see. Okay, send a question converter. So this is a plugin from Brightspace. So it's done by one college in Canada. So actually you can download this here. You can download the sample, download a sample here. You can see this is the full file sample. So actually this has more. I know for digit they have feedback also. So you can put that. Okay. The one that I have is very basic because I don't have any long answer, short answer question. Okay. You can do this here. Okay. So, but if you don't find this question converted in your courses or sandbox, just let me know. I'll copy right over for you. Okay. So, assuming that you have many questions, let me just check. Uh, mm, the Okay, this is one course from Digit. So we can see that there are multiple questions here. Okay, so let's say I take question 1 to 5. So what I'll do is I have to format it correctly. Okay, so question 1. Two, question 3. Four, and one. So I got all the questions. So again, formatting when we are trying to import and see. Okay. Okay. So the only thing here is to make sure you have been checked. Sometimes I forget also I have to check the format. Uh, oh, it needs to have a space. Okay. Sorry about that. Space. Okay. 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 So try to eliminate those empty spaces. So if you look at the full sample, you can see that you can have feedback like good job. Okay. So you can put that in. Oh,
Manisha, what does this circle mean?
feedback. If let's say somebody answer B, but it's not correct. For example, this one is correct. It will show to the student, yes, this is correct. But it will only show when they have completed this.
So the thing when we are doing it in Notepad, we have to do this first before we convert it.
Yeah, you have to do
Okay.
this first. Okay. Okay. Bear with me, yeah. One more question to go. Okay. Let's see whether this one can pass. Okay. So we've made the changes. Okay. Let's hope that it can pass. All you need to do is copy from the notepad, go to your question converter and paste it. I really hope this gets through. Okay, don't know yet. Okay, so after the question is converted, it's being converted to a CSV file. Okay, so it's here. All right. So okay. Okay. Then after that, you need to go back to the quiz, go to the question library. Now you need to create a section for Thursday quiz. Normally, I will hide the section from the students. You can also shuffle. There's 3 types of shuffle. You can do that here also, but for me, one is enough. You can save. and I can go put the I lost my mouse. So it's all the way down here. And I don't want to be scrolling, so I see. Okay, so really top and save. So what I need to do is to import by uploading the converted quiz question to the CSV, and uh, sometimes you do have error coming out. Normal error would be the spacing and maybe some symbols that comes out. Let's say if you have um, any apostrophe, if it doesn't recognize, if you're copying from somewhere on the net, sometimes it treats it as macros. So sometimes it's unable to identify it. So we have to go and uh, probably tweak it somehow. Okay. So after doing that, you can just import the quiz. So you can see from here, these are the imported files. You can preview and see whether this is right or wrong. You can check randomly. Okay, check. Okay, you can do this. If it's okay, and it's good to go. So we've already created the shell. Now we have already converted your questions, uh, and we have already placed it in the question library in case you need to add or modify the quiz question. The only downside from this, which I apologetically must say, is that you cannot download the whole thing as a CSV file or anything. So it stays in this form inside the system. So what I do normally is I would tell the course lead to hang on to either the the CSV file or the Word, not pad, Word, not pad. Sorry. So this is quite important because it's better to keep a copy when you're doing revision. Because once it gets translated here, it's very difficult for you to download because we've asked the D2L folks, they actually, we don't have any kind of user interface for you to download. Can only probably go back to the back end and see whether what are the questions, but other than that, it would not appear in the more acceptable form for me. This is quite okay. This is even better because it's the original file. But from the quiz itself, you are unable to download. Okay. Okay. After you have already converted, you go back to your quiz that you created, the Thursday quiz, quiz for shell, and you can add existing and use the question library that you have. But what it does not randomize or shuffle your questions. It will just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, will not do anything. Okay, if you choose this option. Okay, but if you choose question pool, it will do that. Okay, let's see. There's the quiz. Of questions, 5 points, 20 to get 100 points. And searching from the library. Yeah. So by doing this, it will randomize those 5 questions, which means student A will have question number 1 different than student B. Okay. So the more questions you have, the more randomization permutation you will get. So this very unlikely the same student will get, if they have 2 attempts, will get the same questions. Okay, and if they have other people in the quiz, if you have 100 over student, you will get not the same combination of questions. Okay. So after that, making sure that the grade is 100, total point is equivalent to that. So you can ensure that you can unhack those. Okay. So this is how you do the quiz. And it has many, I think, reporting for you. Okay. Let me see. They I can choose any course. Sean, can you volunteer one course that you have for a quiz?
Maybe try EED 220 last semester, January.
220, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
January.
January. Thank you. Okay. So this is Sean's quiz. Thank you. Then let's see. So, okay. In the spirit of housekeeping, Sean, you can delete 1, 2, 3 if you don't need it anymore. If you remember, when I say when you can delete, actually.
Don't delete 2024 for MQA purposes.
Okay. No. If I delete also, let me show a sample. If I delete also, there's 2 things at play here. If I delete this, there are no students from 2022 inside here. Okay. So let's say I'm going to delete this. Okay. If I go to more action, you can still restore this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's still not totally off.
So that means these are they are just duplicates. They can actually be deleted for the 2025 course card. Is it?
Sorry, Sean, my mic is pretty slow. I cannot hear you properly. Sorry.
Does
Can
this
you?
mean if you delete the 2022, 23, 24 quizzes,
Yeah.
so they will not affect the 2025?
No. It will
Because
still
these are
be there.
just duplicates, is it?
Yeah, correct. It will still
Okay.
be there.
Okay,
And
then
then
yes,
if
can delete.
let's say for this demo purpose, I will just go ahead and delete. Okay. I can go back to restore and it should be here lah. It's just deleting the visibility because we want to try to keep the housekeeping for the courses at the very good level so that you know when people come for accreditation. It looks a bit more presentable in that way. Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
Sean. But
thank you.
I'm just deleting for this exercise. If you want to restore it back, you can
No,
do
it's
so.
okay. If it's not affecting my other cost, my MQA, it's fine.
No, 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 no. It won't.
Thanks for cleaning up for me.
No problem. Okay. So for the grades, you can see that this person has 2 attempts and is still there, although the course is already over. You can see that attempts, and you can see, okay, for example, this one 0, you can zoom in on those attempts and you can go to the event summary. So you can see that this person went into the quiz. This is how we do sometimes troubleshooting and provide support if exam department requires it. So when we will go and check quiz entry. So after 1 hour still not completed, the quiz will be automatically submitted. So that is why is 0. Okay. But you can also zoom in on the first attempt and you can see that this student, the question that they've logged and saved is all captured here according to the time and also submission based on the completion. Okay. And you even show the confirmation screen. So it means the student did go and submit by himself. He doesn't need to go and make sure, because by default, the system can submit for him. But this one, he ended the quiz and is recorded down. Okay. So this is how we do the tracing. You can see the percentage here. Okay. So normally for our quiz, we do a multiple choice and it's auto graded. So no need for all of you to grade this and see. Yeah. So you can see this also. So it's quite powerful in that sense, whereby it's easy for you to navigate from. Where did I lose my mouse? Okay. So you can go on without going back. You can go on from one student to the next uh, easily in that sense. Okay. Okay. So these is grades. We have a few more tools, but let me just show the grades is broken down from a user perspective and also an attempt perspective. So you can see the attempt done by each student, and you also have this thing called attempt logs, okay, which we use. Let's see as a costly. Okay, back. So this is done if you want to do some CSI work for your student, can also come to me, no problem, but I will use the same tool. So you have something called the attempt log. So when the attempt log is very large, so for me, I prefer the one I showed you just now per student. If we know the student, then we can trace the point of entry, where did they stop, all those things are being recorded. Okay. So this is the attempt log. You can see whether there's any attempt deleted. No. You can see who completed, who re-entered the quiz. Okay. And can export it to the CSV. And also this one is a bit more detailed because it's supposed for me it's easier if I go to Ng Pin Yuan and check the events log. This is a bit too much for me. But again, my preference. Okay. So this is the time log. Also, yeah, you can export the event logs. Okay. And the nice thing about the quiz here is that you get to do some kind of uh let's say analysis and do that as well. Okay. So this one is mainly to see who, because we randomize. Sean, you did the randomization, right? So
Yep.
you can, yeah, so you can see how many people get this question. Okay. Let's see. Let's max this out. Okay. So for this question, uh, yeah, you can see that there are this number of users who got to this question. Okay. And you can see how they do. Okay. And let's say, go back to questions. Okay. Okay. So this is more on the students' part. But let's say you want to do an analysis, um, the function is somewhat the same, but you have to go to statistics. Here is where you can get the graphs. Okay. So you can see how people are doing for this course. Okay. And there's a question statistics. See whether, okay, but it's randomized, no problem about that. You can still click on this and see which question is it. Okay. So that is possible. So you see, you can do this type of analysis based on the question statistics. And yeah, so it's another way of looking at it, right? Okay. Okay, let me see what time is it. Am I keeping up with the time? Okay, 3:13. It's still okay. I thought I would be having more uh more time for this, but actually we're doing pretty good because quite straightforward. So this is the guide. The slide will be sent to you, and I've already also prepared an exercise, a simple one, uh, and I guess for all of you, I've already transferred with the team transferred the quizzes in your sandbox. Okay, in your own sandbox, you can try this out and just let us know by the end of the term. I know STE from the last session, one person, Dr. Azrina, has completed it and has notified us. I think we checked this morning and this is done. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, okay. So you can actually, this one I covered earlier, you can actually cut and paste your questions. If you don't want to do the CSV way, you can also use the interface to create questions and add to it. So I think Tazita already prepared this, for multiple question. You can do this. I mean, enlarge it a bit. Yeah. So, so actually you can cut, paste. I think I know Digit does this. The it all depends on your preference. If you are okay with it, you can do this. Like I said, the benefit of having to create from this is that you get to randomize your answer order. If you do via CSV, it's not possible. Okay, so this is nice. If let's say capital, yes, can do it. So you can do this, you can randomize, and don't forget to select the correct answer and put whatever points you want. Okay. So now this has become 110. So should adjust this. Set points. Okay. So it's 100 points. But I think from the system point of view, we do copy, we do transfer the last two decimal, we round out. So I think it should be okay. 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 So we go through this quickly. Okay, if you click on this, you can preview. It's quite important. If let's say you want to see how your student attempt the quiz, then you can see this is how they see it. Okay, so if you, it's a, so you can do that as a student as well. Okay, so this is how they see it. So you can. So this is possible. So you can, they see it also. Okay. We seen grades. The copy one is in your it's in your exercise. So you try that out. The grade I've shown you, statistics, and also attempt log. So normally we don't do the reports because it's quite limited. So that's why I'm not recommending that for now. Okay. Um, okay. So any questions so far? Doing okay on the time. Oh, and by the way, if let's say a quiz is already in progress, try not to amend things immediately. Because, for example, this one, sorry. Okay. So this quiz is open for all of your students. So your students can be anywhere around the world. Okay. So if you attempt to modify, for example, delete this from the current quiz, it's still open. There might be an issue of consistency, and then in terms of these have uh, points. So there's a lot of maybe uncertainty on the system part to track. Okay, so that's why I would recommend you to either wait until the quiz is done or closed, or hide it first. It's okay, hide it. You can notify the students via discussion board saying that, for the quiz, we are temporarily having some maybe technical issue or some changes. So you will open back later, but do close your do make sure either you close first or you you wait until it's closed. Then you can do the changes. Do not attempt to do any changes on an ongoing quiz. I've seen that in the new costly for the counseling cluster. Not sure why, but I need to check again to see whether the marks is consistent after he did the changes. So that is a big no-no, but it's already done. I was not informed also. So actually, I feel when you have new colleagues, we need to be a bit more aware on how things works. Okay, right. Um, okay. Any questions before we end the session? Okay, if there are no questions, I will send you the exercise later, and try to get back to us before by the end of the semester. If not, we'll be reminding you either way. And okay, thank you very much, everybody, for taking the time.